What we got for him, man?
Got my dog John Claude. What's up, nigga?
This is the video you spent a lot of money on right here.
I got a few of them.
This video almost got you indicted.
Go to Holly.
Rich mogul.
Nigga, I
And
just
look in
sold
the truck.
But this probably one of the
Bring that
videos
bomber clock back to my right now, dog. I'm here waiting.
Video, this is a mini movie.
Get on the boat, okay?
Yeah, it's a mini movie
Don't
right
forget
here.
Movie
up
time. Jimmy Kimmel,
Yeah. Claw.
Dame Dozha, DJ Deceptacon.
Claw.
I got pride, I got pop, we in pursuit, I'm in a suit, we in Peru, eating a suit, Conquering goes in the motherfucking cool, I never shoot, mama with truth, I got a plan, do you have a clue?
I bet you
No
that
matter
same
what I
alley
never
in
do,
mine.
do you keep it real, cause I'm the truth, for poppin' balls, I live like a Jew, I sold them chickens that I have to do, I got an attitude, I got a tip, I got a bag, I'm in the pimp, I put that bell down just like a pimp, my bitch is jizzing and she got a dip, she got a third out just like a temp, I break my back with this shit like a limp, switch to the hustle but maintain a tip, wake up with equity all on my tip, and I ain't struggle with long as a limp, no long as a train, I been a pain, I used to wake up and drive in the rain. He got that thing, but I make it bang. I got influence that you can't explain. I snap my fingers and you see a flame. This shit for really don't fuck what you claim. Started my chain and my watch is a plane. I sold that white boy like Johnny McCain. I never lose on no vision my lane. I stood it up cause I wanted the game. I got no hunter, but I want to change. 50 pointers all over the chain. Dripping with a missile whip with the cane. Hey. Late night with the white boy, Jimmy Kimmel.
Hey.
Two mama cedars on the way to the crib.
Let go.
Yeah, they gym class, I just make it demo.
Close.
Song splashing out the bowl while they lean the wheel. Late night with the white boy, Jimmy Kimmel. Two mama cedars on the way to the crib. Yeah, they gym class,
Big time cigar.
Flip on.
song splashing out the bowl while they lean the wheel. You can keep the love, you can keep the fame, I just want the money. Wearing over check, diamonds on my neck, dripping something wet. Heard a nigga feelings, don't give a fuck when it's through a check. I'ma count it up, buy another before I go and mount
Do the
it up.
point I like right
I
here.
plane, buy another chain, whipping up the cane, never been a lame fuck a nigga, man. Women in the bin, we just wanna win, shawty, you a 10. I got a line in the cribble, walk in the kitchen, come out with that whipple. I make it work and then I make it flipple. I make it double and I make it triple. Hey. Late night with the white boy, Jimmy Kimmel. Two mama cedars on the way to the cribble. Yeah, they gym class, I just make it dribble. Song splashing out the bowl while they lean the whipple. Late night with the white boy, Jimmy Kimmel. Two mama cedars on the way to the cribble. Yeah, they gym class, I just make it dribble. Song splashing out the bowl while they lean the whipple.
Don't steal my ad lib now.
Check, man.
Hey.
Yeah, you
Hey.
was shooting many movies. It's the Word on That podcast.
Hey.
I'm Dame Dozha.
I like
Brother
that. I
DJ
like that.
Deceptacon.
Yeah.
We got Jean-Claude in the
Claw,
building.
claw.
Jean-Claude.
Yeah, we in here.
For real.
I'm here with the
You had the
homies.
white boy hanging with a lot of white boys, man. Know what I'm
Man.
saying? You know, I wonder if Jimmy Kimmel ever seen that one.
Man, guess what? They downloaded that and sent
what I'm
they sent the email.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my business partner sent it to me. That, yep, for real.
You know,
Jimmy
I ain't
Kimmel.
know we was partners. You know, what he said to you?
I think. Well, I just read the email. They went in contact with me. So when I did this music right here, I had did a joint venture with this guy named Ajid Hassan, Rich Mogul Records, and basically seen what I had going on, and he just was trying to inspire me that I could do more. But really, I was hanging out with Jimmy Kimmel and them,
For sure.
Yeah, man, Miami.
and he came and got me up out the hood. I got to show, hey man, shout out to Majid Hassan, man. Shout out my boy Shy, man. Shy really seen my potential and came and got me up out the hood and invested his money to show me what I could be, which got me to where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Majid Hassan.
Well, I guess we skipping all kind of stuff, man. You know, I want to go ahead and start off with a better introduction because I want to know more about you, and I'm sure a lot of folks that don't know, they gonna find out today on this show. Jean-Claude from. Go ahead and let them know where you from. You know, cause I was about to say it, but
Yeah, man, you sound like you finna say the wrong place.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it wrong because I was gonna say Forsyth.
Yeah, man, it's Forsyth, man. I'm basically from the middle of it. You know, when people hear Georgia, people think about Atlanta, but I'm really from the middle of it. I'm from middle Georgia. mid Georgia, you know what I'm saying? We located between Atlanta and Macon, Georgia. My town is called Forsyth, Georgia, Monroe County.
Shout out to Monroe County.
Yeah, man, and I am the unofficial mayor. I'll be the mayor that one day when I get my life together. I ain't got my shit right yet though.
Yeah, so and then Forsyth, it's a lot of different towns around.
Yeah. Shout out to all the towns around us. We got Barnesville, Georgia. We got Jackson, Georgia. We got Thomaston, Georgia. We got Griffin, Georgia. Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All them my little surrounding counties, Monticello, Georgia.
All I know is as soon as I get off, by the time I see Forsyth, I'm like, damn, I'm almost in the A.
Yeah, better drive slow through there too, cause they'll pull your ass over too.
Hell
Coming
yeah.
through that bitch.
Man, I can't stand
For
Middle
sure.
Georgia, man. I done went to jail plenty of times in all counties down Middle Georgia. But like I
Hell
said,
nah.
They don't like Dame.
They don't like that.
They don't.
They ain't be breaking the law.
They don't never fuck with
They don't take people to jail that don't break the law. Yeah, we're breaking the law, Dane.
you know, all like Cordell, all this
Cordell, Georgia. I don't know about that.
Tifton.
I know about Tifton.
Boy,
Well, look, man, I just want to let you know, man, every third Sunday, the doors are open at our church. And if you want to join, you know what I'm saying, they sprinkle that little water on you and maybe things will change for you. Because ain't nobody got time to be traveling your little time to court.
back and forth to court down in
Hell
Georgia.
I just stay out of them small towns now, man.
Man, you're going to be fucking with me.
Try that in a small town.
We're going to be going through all them towns that you rocking with me.
Hey, man, he just let me see that damn song yesterday.
Which one?
Try that in a small town. I've been seeing the memes, right? Didn't get the joke.
What's it called?
It's called Try That in a Small Town.
It's number one song in the country right now.
Number one
never
song in
heard
the country
that.
right now.
I've never heard
Yo,
of it.
when you listen to it, you going to love it and hate it at the same time.
What the hell?
For real.
I'm going to look it up. Try that in a small town.
Hell yeah. You going to love it and hate it at the same time.
So why they call it Seven Cities? That's why they call it, like, what is Seven Cities?
So, Seven City, everybody, like, the facts are only the facts, and I can't really say the facts. You know what I'm saying? I come from a different generation of, my little town, they called it Fox City. So back in the day before they created 75 North and South, they used to ride Highway 41. And 41 came right through my town, which was the road that you had to drive to go to Atlanta came right through our town. And they say we had a lot of pretty ladies back in the day, and they called it Fox City.
Damn.
Foxy ladies and shit. That what the old people told me. So the younger generation has retitled it Seven City. I don't hate, you know what I'm saying? I grow with the city, so they call it Seven City, and supposedly 7 boroughs in the city, 7 different main hoods, you know what I'm saying? Like the hoods. So, but I count more than 7. But, like if that were the young people, I pour into the young folks. So it's like that what y'all want. All right, it's 7 City. Cool, we're gonna run with it.
Okay, so but that's still considered that Forsyth.
Yeah, that's Forsyth. That's a little town, 7 City. Forsyth, Monroe County, 7 City.
We was down there the other week.
So in
Okay,
case y'all
tell
don't
my
know,
photo.
You with me.
Jean-Claude, not only we just watched your video, but did you direct that video?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about that video. Drove down there to Miami, got a crazy Airbnb, and really, when I first got there, I went to a restaurant. I bought everybody breakfast, and the dude who owned the restaurant wanted to come meet me and thank me for showing some love in there. So I told him, man, we working on a video, man. You look like a plug or something. I'm gonna put you in the video. He said, man, I got a nice car too. I said, man, let me see it. Took me outside, showed me the car. I said, man, listen, how much you gonna charge me to film when we get through eating? He said, man, I ain't gonna charge you nothing. So that's how you see me and the guy in the car in the beginning.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You see the Haitian guy in the video at the beginning who talking John Claude. You know what I'm saying? The dude, that was the barber. We stopped by there. Me and all the homies got a haircut. We spent money with him. After we got the haircut, I said, look, man, I need you to come outside and come help us this, that, and that. Showed him what we were doing. That's the barber right there. You know what I'm saying? He came and did his part. And really, man, I just filmed the whole week I was out there, and I brought it back. My partner, Des Frames, he's from Ocala, Florida. And he chopped this up and put this together for me.
Yeah, so you were just putting together the play as you go, basically.
Yeah, we were just creating. There was no real structure for it. We just built something.
But that's how Miami, that's what you can do in Miami, though.
Yeah, that man right there on the truck when I'm walking down the alley.
Because it looked like a movie. Like it looked like
Well,
this one you got a lot of different productions, but this one I feel like the early ones. that I say, oh, if it ain't put you in the game, it down there would have got you indicted. All that. This Scarface movie that you put together here.
Yeah, that shit dope though. It almost looked like you was in Cuba. Just
a
little bit.
That's what we were trying to
it?
make it look like. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude right there, I really walked up to him and gave him the money. They filming me walk up to him and talk to him and get him the cash. Then he stepped out the way and I really got up there and did that and walked and then appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's hard.
Yeah.
turning water into wine, man.
Guerrilla shooting, man.
Yeah,
You just
for sure, for
Go
sure.
out there and make it happen. So, again, I want to point out the fact that you not only are a rapper, an artist, an activist, a community leader, director, producer, and actor. You wear a lot of different hats.
For sure.
And father.
And father.
So we here to talk about it all, man. Got Jean-Claude in the building, man. Welcome.
Hey.
Some get some loud claps.
For sure.
Sexual chocolate. Yeah, man.
So, talk to the folks about like the wearing so many hats and kind of how'd you decide to be in this line of work in entertainment?
Man, I do wear a lot of hats, and I feel like I wear them well. I just come from a small community where, it's not many options. So when I got away, I just seen so much opportunity. I didn't know people, so man, I really just hustled my way all the way through it, man. And one thing led to another. Everything's a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the kind of person where I ain't afraid to try. I ain't afraid to fail. I ain't afraid to ask a person. You say no, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And I just put 1,000% into everything I do, every day. And before I knew it, and I didn't have a lot of motion at first. It just they seeds. When you do certain things in the early levels, in the early stages, they just really seeds planted. And if you keep working and keep your head down, when you look up, man, them blessings being grown all around you.
Gotta water them seeds.
Shit just grow all around you. By the time I looked up, it was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? To where when I go home, like folks don't call me John no more. Like where I'm from, they used to call me John. Like nobody called me. My name John Claude now, and I be wishing folks would call me John. I be like, when you start calling me John Claude? Like, but it's John Claude now. Like everywhere I go,
Get him.
And getting people to believe in the dream is always a big struggle that everybody has with deciding to be in entertainment and or kind of in any business really, but get people to follow you. You have a lot of folks that follow you, and I know it didn't happen overnight.
nah.
But early on, I did the research and seeing that you played sports.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
You kind of been a hustler kind of since you was legit.
Yeah, all my life.
Is that something that led you to dream and taught you how to accomplish your dreams or reach for those goals?
Man, it just God, bro. I can't even take no credit. It's just God. All I be doing is just letting God lead me, and I just be ending up places, and I just trust it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't afraid, and I just try, bro. But the first person I ever seen, so growing up as a kid, my mother, as a professional singer, all my life, my moms have had a band, and they rehearse and practice. So whenever we would go places, people would treat my mama like a celebrity. And like people at a young age, people didn't even know my name. Before I had a name, I was Sandy's son.
Sandy's son.
Cause my mom named Sandy, so everybody know that's Sandy. That's Sandy Butler's son right there. And my mama, all the way to this day, my mother, since I was a kid, my mother does not sing for free. If my mother sings for free, you're probably dead, and she at your funeral.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But she even sang at people's funerals she don't know, and they pay her to come set the tone for that. But so just watching my mother win beauty pageants as a kid, fashion shows, being at different radio stations and all kind of clubs as a kid, watching my mother perform, that showed me the attention. That showed me what I was capable of. I learned how to sing. I learned tempo. I learned how to play instruments. And music was my real first love after hanging out with my mom. So, you know, that kind of led me into the music that was the first stepping stone into all of these other hats.
Right. And early on, I seen that you said that you put together a promoted your first show like damn near at 14.
I don't know how old I was. I was definitely in the 7th grade though. Yeah, I was in the 7th grade, and basically a whole bunch of drug dealer dudes wanted to go perform at a show that T.I. then was gonna be at, and through my mother's connections, I knew the club owner, and I spoke to him, and he didn't want to tell me no, so he was just like, "Tell him to give me $1,000." You know, I'm in the 7th grade. He thinking these kids like me or something, but what people don't understand, like I always hung out with older people. I've always hung out with adults. Like I remember being in 6th, 7th grade in the room with people counting 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, all 5s and 10s and 20s from breakdown traps. You know what I'm saying? Like these are my cousins. I have no choice but to be around them. So, you know, eventually when he was like, just tell him to give me $1,000, they was like, 1,000, that ain't nothing. But I told him 1,500. So they gave me the money. I put 500 in my pocket and went and gave him the 1,000. He was surprised that I came back with the 1,000 so quick. He counted out 500, gave me 500. And then I put that up. Now I had $1,000. I'm in the 7th grade.
That's lit.
With my first $1,000.
That's lit.
And the biggest drug dealers in the city are about to go take over the club and open up for T.I. and Bone Crusher. And I'm in the 7th grade and I'm in the club. I got to go to school tomorrow. It's a Thursday night. I'm in the club.
That's
not
crazy.
Outside the club and they think he a punk. He inside the club.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a crazy story though. Love T.I. to death. But check this out. That night, so they couldn't really have me in the club at the beginning because it's a 21 and older club. I'm in the 7th grade. Just imagine all the adults is there because it's T.I. So they kept me in the back in the VIP. And if a lot of y'all don't know, but back in the 90s, back in them old days, all VIPs had porn playing on the screens and shit back in the day.
Oh shit.
No cap. So I'm in the VIP, like I'm just sitting there looking at all the porn on the screens, and then all of a sudden a crowd of people come through the back door, and there go T.I. Now they standing there waiting to go inside, and T.I. looking at me, and T.I. keep saying, "What is this young? What you doing here? Who you with?" Because I'm a kid, and it's late night. You know they ain't coming in the club to 12:30 to hit the stage 1 o'clock. And he just keep looking like, bro, like, what are you doing here? And I told him, I'm going to perform. I'm going to rap. You know what I'm saying? He was looking at me crazy, but they went and did they whatever. But long story short, for years, I couldn't wait to see T.I. Because I'm getting money, you know what I'm saying? I'm riding for him. I'm that guy. I can't wait to meet T.I. and say, hey, bro, do you remember back in that day when you was in that, I'm that kid you was talking to.
Yeah.
And one day I had my granddad with me. I'm talking about, we got big bags. We in Neiman Marcus. And I look up and there go T.I. thumbing through the clothes and shit. And I walk over there to get ready to holler at T.I. And man, that nigga T.I. wouldn't even look up at me, man. That nigga wouldn't even speak. Man, that nigga had the worst attitude and personality I ever seen in my life. And that shit scarred me a little bit to the point where like, nigga, do you know I waited 20 years to meet
Never
you
meet your heroes,
and say,
man.
Tip, I'm that young nigga that, now look, bro, I'm in here. I'm up too. My shit in valet parking too. My shit right there by. I'm that nigga now.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we could this, that. I do movies now. You know, man, that nigga Tip when he look at my ass, nigga like, man, get the fuck out of here. He didn't say it, but that was the vibe that he gave. And I ain't gonna lie, I was disappointed. So
when I was had a hustle and flow moment there, man.
Man, that's why I don't like to meet people that I love like that, bro. Because they never who I thought. They never who you think they are, bro.
Never who you think you are.
Well, you know, they still human, man. We all human.
Yeah. And I understand that. I don't take them personal, you know what I'm saying?
We all human, you know, at the end of the day.
Michael wouldn't have did you like that.
Who?
Michael Jackson wouldn't have did you like that. I'm just saying. Come on now, Tip. Be nice now.
My boy Tip did me like that, man. Hey, man, matter of fact, y'all tag Tip in this video, man. Tell that boy Tip get with me, man. Tip get with me. I got the #1 recommended movie on Prime. I got the #1 black cinema on Tubi, bro. Written, directed, and produced by myself, man. Hit me up, man.
Yeah, we here to talk about all that. But your first love, you know, early on, like you seeing all like these rappers and all this money, do you feel that being exposed to that at an early age helped shape the hustler that you are today?
Man, that shit fucked me up, to be honest, bro. Shit fucked me up
in a bad way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was a great athlete, bro. I could have went to school and played football anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I could have went to school, played football anywhere, but at the same time, it would go at work. I knew who I was. I've been known who I was since the 7th grade. So when I was scoring all them touchdowns and doing all that stuff, that was for my parents. You know, I could have went to school and played ball. So when I explained to them, hey, I'm moving to Atlanta and I'm not gonna go to school, I'm not gonna do none of that. It broke their heart and shit because they wanted to live that shit through me. Because they see other people in our hometown and their kids go to college and they get to go to the games and the whole family and I'm better than all these people. But it's like, no, I'm good. Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do. And then as a parent, you know, they really be on some shit like they just really want the best for you and they got experience in life and they really think that they got it figured out, so they try to lead you in the right direction. But you know, like hanging with them people, I seen too much money too fast. I was around too many women. I had too much attention. Yeah, I've been getting money. Rough. I had already been getting money. I had to hide it from my mama them. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that I was doing, like I had influence. Like at a young age, bro, I wasn't allowed to go on field trips. I wasn't allowed to play sports or none of that because I had too much influence on everybody. And they was like, we have to remove him from the student body because that's the only way we can get the full attention of everybody.
Oh man, I know how that is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
I know exactly how that is in classrooms. It was just even the fact that just being challenging it. I just would challenge the teacher, I guess, too much. And I understand it now that I'm older, like basically why they did certain tactics. Yeah. But just by me being like, oh man, why we got to wear that type of shirt, or you know, or why can't you know, just even challenging or questioning authority, they will kind of ostracize you and take you out of the fold.
Man, I had started a gang and made everybody wear orange on Thursday. And then next thing you know, eventually the teachers would wear orange. And when they all found out it was a gang thing, they were so shocked. They was like, oh my God, we went through so much to overcome you and we don't even know that we are participating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and when he say gang, man, he mean garbage pail gang. You know what I'm saying? You know, he mean, you know, back in the day.
No.
Look, I'm gonna be real.
I see, woman hater gang,
but I can turn some negative into some positive. So,
gang of pals.
At a young age, I decided to choose the color orange. We gonna all get orange bandanas. I bought a shitload of orange bandanas.
You know, those kind of like prison colors.
And passed them out to the homies, and it was like, we wear orange on Thursdays only. We had a handshake and all that. And years later, when I grew up, the biggest movie I ever made is a gang movie. And I made one gang wear orange. And you know what I'm saying? It was just like a subliminal for all the people for back in the day from my hometown. When they see it, they laugh and be like, look at that boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that nigga's on another level now.
Orange gang.
I convinced gang members. I squashed beef between gang members where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
I make people
influence early.
Yeah.
And having the exposure, you know, kind of just took you out of sports, you know, and kind of made you want it early. You know, it probably just messed up your patience a little bit, you know, for just developing as a child and just, you know, waiting to get stuff, getting your first 1,000 at 14. I mean, even younger or whatever, however old you was, but just being exposed and just getting that money. Because I admit, when you see something, I feel like the brain, it works as when you're exposed and when you see things, especially at an early age, it makes the possibilities of your mind, you know, work differently than how some folks may not see cars their whole life or whatever, or you know, whatever it is, you know, like they may not see 10,000, you know what I'm saying, a whole abundance of money, and you know, it could have a bad influence that just kind of, you know, lead towards the streets, but it kind of can still be a good influence that lead to, you know, multi-million-dollar business.
Yeah, everything was just a stepping stone, man. I seen a lot of money real early, received a lot of attention real early. I was too smart too soon because I should have been hanging around children. I wasn't around no children, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was busy. My mom had to perform. My mother had places to be. My mom had taken deposits. So my mama gonna take me, she gonna drop me off wherever I can go. I got a church side of the family. My granddad is a preacher. I can get dropped off over there. Or I can get dropped off at my other grandma's house where they sell drugs and do drugs and where the doors are always open.
Sounds like fun.
You know, when I get dropped off over there, you like you know, I used to wake up 7 years old and just wake up so early, everybody's still asleep. I walk out the house, I go to Walmart, shit, open up little Debbie snacks, I'm eating. Shit, I'm opening up toys, hanging out in that motherfucker, might steal some. Walk over to the apartments, goddamn, hang out at the apartments. I'm at the bootleg house when they smoke cigarettes and they go outside and flick it in the grass, I go pick it up. That's how I first started smoking, you know what I'm saying? A little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was 7 years old, I could literally leave the house and be gone till 9, 10 o'clock at night and come back. Ain't nobody asked me where I been. Nobody asked if I took a bath. Have you ate? Like, nigga, we was outside.
And I could relate to that because I was exposed to grown life early, almost because I was an orphan in the sense of my father passed, and that's who raised me. But I feel like it doesn't automatically mean that you steered the wrong way, but you are allowed to have your own decisions, so it makes you independent.
Yeah.
Too early sometimes, and you know, so but again, I think that kind of came together to make you kind of like the community hero, man, because you have the influence, but you always wanted more. But the special thing about you is you come back,
yeah,
and bring it back.
With that, like for instance, just looking at that picture with them kids.
Yeah.
See them two kids in the back. Couple of them kids, like them kids come from like struggle, like they. So when I see a lot of these children, it reminds me of John. It reminds me of that little boy that used to be and had the energy in the morning and walked all the way across town, and now I have to walk all the way back, and I'm tired as shit. And all day while I'm walking, I'm looking over my shoulder every time I see a car, hoping someone will pull over and pick me up. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it's divide the odds, man.
Yeah. Go to the store. I'm hoping somebody will see me at the store and give me a $5. You know what I'm saying? To the kids. So like when I see these kids nowadays, like I just try to do for them what I wish somebody had did for me when I was young. And that's where the original of coming back to that city showing love. And I also like the drug dealers that I grew up around and seen all that money with. Some days they would just all be out there laughing, cracking jokes and be like, man, let's throw something on the grill. And then they'll just tell a person, and before we know it, the whole hood and all the children, and they feed everybody for free. So it's like that's kind of where I learned that method of feeding everybody and showing that love.
Yeah, I ain't never really put it all together, but this is an event that you do every year. How many years?
This year was the 14th year, but I haven't.
We had fun.
Yeah, I haven't done it all 14 years. It really started with some OGs, some older people, and then, you know, it had died down and fell off. And then by the time my paper was up, I helped a couple of years silently, a silent partner, and invested and helped people and let them shine. And then they kind of was tired. And one day, one dude posted that we ain't doing it this year. And I was like, what? And then I just stepped up and typed the date and said, nah, we gonna do it on this date. And that shit might have got like 800 shares. And then it was like, that was the birth of
You got a video from this year's up there?
Yeah, we might have one somewhere around there. Yeah, DJ Deceptacon came out there and DJ for me. It was lit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So giving back, I think that's important though as well. Like when you come back and get the folks involved. Talk to us about that. You told me that almost as a marketing plan, and I so did that I want to make sure that you share that with the people. That you know you just use the power of people to promote your message.
So for a long time, so basically it's a recipe that I use, and I changed the product, but I always use the same recipe. So as a younger age, being from a little town where I always got all the girls, I always scored all the touchdowns, I always had the motion, so it was to the point where people was like, you know, like when somebody score touchdowns all the time, it's like, let's put somebody else in, let somebody else go. You know, like I can do something special and it ain't special because they expect that from me. But such and such could have did the same thing and it would be a big deal. So I got to the point of realizing like, okay, let me put somebody else in the game. Let me put a couple other people in the game. And then I started seeing the growth that they just didn't want to see it be me. See, sometimes in life you gotta understand that a person will pray to God for a Lamborghini, a better job, a new house, a family, and $50,000. And you can take a picture in front of your new house in your Lamborghini, talking about your new job with $50,000, and nobody will like it. Because they like it, they just don't like it for you. So for the strategy, what I basically narrowed down is less me, more we. And my whole
man, hold
Less
on.
me,
Less
more we.
me,
yeah.
more we, man. I like that, man. Preach on, brother.
Yeah, so when I realized the strategy was less me, more we, it got me to the point of my goal since a kid. Like when I first started rapping, I couldn't even rap good. I was just so inspired by my mom but I had all the motion, so I would put my music together, and then I would tell everybody, all right, you buy this CD for $3. And my goal was always to get 500 people to buy these $3 CDs. I'm gonna make 500 of them. I'm gonna sell them for $3 a piece. And I would say you had to buy it between third period and lunch. And it's the only time. So it get to the point where everybody's in line and I had a line and I would just make a bankroll very fast. Then I took it to t-shirts. We're gonna sell these t-shirts for $25. I'm gonna make 500 t-shirts, sell them for $25. I'm gonna throw this party at this club. I'm gonna charge $10. I want 500 people in here. 500 was always my number.
Yeah.
All the way to 2023, I'm a film director. I do movies. And when I do movies, I charge $100 for my film premiere and I get 500 people in the door and I make $50,000 a night off of premiere.
That's lit.
Oh my goodness.
So, you know, I've always used the same recipe,
That's a
just
hell of
a
a
different hustle. Different product, same recipe.
And it applies the same. You know, it just, again, using the people to bring in and having the goal of that number.
Yeah.
And sticking to that. Yeah, man, I was very impressed when you told me that, even, and because I could relate. I feel sure a lot of folks relate to that story. You know, sometimes you feel like, hey, man, it ain't always got to be on you. But at the same time, if you could find ways to capitalize when it's not on you, then you still are, you know, progressing and advancing regardless.
Yeah, man.
So
folks got to find their recipe, man. They got to find their formula. You know, like a lot of folks went to school and they ain't understand algebra. And hey, man, it ain't the numbers in it. It's the formula to get the answer. So everybody, what worked for me might not work for you. What worked for you might not work for me. So it's like you just really got to come up with your little recipe, man, and start cooking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. I remember once upon a time I was working on a film, and there was a few guys that had motion, but they wouldn't fuck with what I had going on, and they were haters. They were obvious haters, but we had more motion than them, more money than them, and more everything. And wifey was like, just do it without them. I said, nah, baby. I said, them 3 niggas got 10,000 followers. When they stand together, that's 30. We need them 30.
Yeah.
I said, then what we gonna do? I said, we gonna do this episode or this web series. I said, and we gonna put them 3 in there. She said, man, you got all these followers. Man, don't put them on there, man. They don't deserve all that love and that attention. I said, look, we gonna put them on here for 5 minutes. We gonna make these niggas look cool as fuck for 5 minutes. I said, then we gonna make them a little promo clip so they can share it. Mm-hmm. And then when they shared it, everybody who fuck with them 30,000, they gonna watch them for 5 minutes. And when that 5 minutes over, they gonna watch us for 35 minutes. Mm-hmm. And we got them. She said, you slick than a motherfucker. I said, we gotta show some love to get some love.
Hook, line, and sinker, man.
We're gonna show some love to get some love.
So the exposure and the high ambition, but what is the determination? What leads to the determination to stay out of the streets? Besides God, you know, we know you keep God close at first in what you in your movements, but what other deterrent keeps you focused on doing it the right way?
still be figuring it out, bro. But like you said, it just be God, bro. It be God, man. But for the most part, more than anything, it's my daughter. It's my daughter. I couldn't imagine not making it home. I couldn't imagine her having to do anything without me. I couldn't imagine my wife having to do any of this shit without me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff go on, I figure that shit out myself, and I come back. I be done jump hoops, and they don't know it because it's important to make sure they're comfortable. So a lot of times opportunities come my way, and people don't understand, like the same way God will bless you, the devil will bless you. God will exalt you first. God want to break you down to your lowest point, to where you feel like you got to call on God because you ain't got nothing else. There's nothing else. And then all of a sudden, he'll bless you with what you need after he break you. The devil will give you what you want immediately. He'll put it right at your fingertips when it's hard to walk away from it. And then it seems like you blessed, but it won't last long. You know what I'm saying? The same way you shine in front of people, you'll go down in front of people. You know what I'm saying? It won't last. But when you wait on it and God give it to you, it'll last forever. It's meant. So it's like, I understand the difference between the devil's blessings and God's blessings because I done received both numerous amounts of time. I done fell for the trap a few times. So it's like, nowadays, bro, when them opportunities come my way, I just walk off on it, bro. I'd rather wait. Because, you know what I'm saying? I done been in some situations. I done been locked up. I done been told on. I done ran it up. I've almost died. I've been through some things. And that life right there, when it was just me, I could do that. Make me realize like I must not love myself as much as I thought I did. Because when I had a daughter, I love her so much that I do things for her that I wouldn't even do for myself. So when I'm out here, when it comes to that street shit, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm so mature now, I can have a FN with 20 shots in it, bro, and know I can beat you up left-handed, and I'll let you think you pump me. You got it, bro. Because I know what I'm finna do to you, and I know what come with it, and I ain't finna put my folk through that. You got it.
Restraint, man.
I'm gonna let a nigga have it.
Restraint and maturity.
Yeah.
And again, the determination to see your daughter every day.
Got to.
Definitely.
Got to wake up every day. Got to take her to school. Got to pick her up. Got to get my makeup done. Got to dance. Got to cook. You know, me and my daughter, we don't have a show. We have a hashtag. It's called Leah and Daddy Show. LEIA and Daddy Show. If you click our hashtag, we probably got about 20 episodes.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful,
That's pretty
man.
dope, man.
So again, I like what you just said about hashtags and the fact that you utilized it to be singular on a certain topic or a direction. Like you said, you could use it as something for marketing or something to categorize, or even as a show, and with special moments with you and your daughter that you know that will always be there. For sure. Utilizing and tagging things correctly on the internet, because it was hard to find a doggone video of that Jimmy Kimmel video, but you know, the hashtag might actually help. That might be a good plan on actually making your content stand out. You know, I know you of course you do that already, but I just want to point that out. Just
yeah, for sure. Just like all my comedy side of stuff. John too funny. Jon too funny. That's just all my funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you click Rich Mogul, you gonna see a lot of my music shit. You know, just John Claude in general, you just see everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I be trying to utilize them hashtags.
Yeah, the clean guy, yeah, man. John Claude, man, the clean guy. See, yeah, you got suit and tie, dressed to impress, screenplay writer, film producer, film director.
Yeah, that right there was the night where I did my first 50,000, where we did the Trust Issues, the movie, which is out right now on Tubi, Amazon. I just got an email on the 31st. Voodoo platform, they just highlighted my movie. Like, they just put us at the letterhead at the top for the whole month of August. They highlight our film for free.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope. So,
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, you say,
yeah,
made that flip that night. Looked like it was a grand occasion.
Yeah,
that look like R. Kelly right there, boy. Who was that? Who? That nigga look like R. Kelly right there. Who was that?
That's my boy Ricardo.
No, not R. Kelly. What he look like? He look like the boxer. What's the boxer name?
I ain't
The
know.
Deontay
big, big
Walk
nigga. Yeah,
Wild.
he look like wow. That's what he look like.
Yeah, that's my boy Ricardo right
Okay,
there. Born and
okay.
raised, making native,
He
man.
in the
Good
movie?
guy. He one of my business partners. He got a little small snip, but he's one half of one of the owners that own all the equipment that we filmed and edited with.
Nice.
Yeah, my partner Santrell Davis and Ricardo Kennedy. Those two, and that guy, his son plays for UGA.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my boy Tay right there, man.
Yeah, man. So Trust Issues, the movie. When did you shoot this?
Man, I be working so much, I be losing. I don't be remembering when these dates be.
So
About 3 years ago.
Man, I might have filmed it about okay, so 2021, July 31st, 2021, I did the premiere. By October, it was up on Tubi. So it been about 3 years since I filmed it.
was that the
2 years
original?
since I premiered it, and for 1 year it's been streaming.
So when you shot it, or when you was along the lines of releasing it, was Tubi amongst the targets, or was that just something that basically came along the way?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I had never heard of Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Even though I make movies, like I don't watch movies. If I watch movies, I watch the same shit I've already seen. You know what I'm saying? I watch some Will Ferrell shit. I watch the movie Life. You know what I'm saying? Some gangster shit. And really it's just on while I'm cleaning up, moving around the house kind of shit. So my hustle has always been put 100 people in the movie. When you put 100 people in the movie, it's easy to get 500 people at the premiere. Everybody got a mama, daddy, sister, brother. You know what I'm saying? Girlfriend, boyfriend. It's easy to get 500 people in the building. Charge $100, make $50K. So that's always been my goal for what I've been doing. But after this movie came out,
that's a hard ass cover.
yeah. So after the movie came out and we made the 50, my partner Santrell, who filmed and edited it, he's a very smart young man, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a real good guy, man. Good, genuine dude. He introduced us to that Tubi thing, and you know, we went through a lot of yellow tape to get in there. As soon as we got in there, we had been having so much motion, organic motion, that shit, man, we hit the algorithm immediately.
Well, I need your graphics designer.
Yeah, man, that dude right there down in Macon,
He hard.
I think his name Dean.
So
He
written,
hard.
directed, produced, and starred in. The development of doing movies can take years. How talk to the people about the process and just staying determined to finish the goal, like, you know, because you went from writing it, so that took you. What was the shortest process you would say?
Okay, so as far as writing it, really, man, at that time I was in a real space because me and my wife was staying with my mother-in-law, had my daughter, and we was trying to find a better home. And we thought we was gonna get a house that didn't work out, and then it was like, damn. And it was so hard to find a fucking good house that my wife was ready to move into an apartment. And at most nights I'm just in the car smoking gas, blowing gas, and I'm wondering, what's the next move? What's the next move? It gotta count. It gotta be a power move. And I decided I'm gonna go to Macon where nobody goes. And Macon, they kill each other in Macon. Macon is a tough place. I went down to Macon. I went and got 2 people that I know that had motion in their own lanes. And I said, look, man, this is what I do. Look at these stats. Look at these things. This is what I bring to the table. And if y'all let me into y'all city and y'all take me around, I can do this for y'all. And I really did what I said I can do. And they showed the love that they said they would show. And shit, we business partners now. It's deeper than just some people. We business partners now. We bust up checks at the bank.
Okay.
So, you know, it's a process, you know. So I sat in the car after I met with them. Every day I sat in the car outside my mother-in-law house and I wrote the movie. I would call them 2 guys. I would say, all right, y'all, this is what I got. It's gonna start out like this, that, and that. And what y'all think we should go in there after that? I don't know, maybe we should this, that. And I would just listen to them talk. And after I get off the phone, I make it make sense and turn it into words and sentences, and from this scene to that scene to names to, you know, how it, and then to where I had a whole movie.
Yeah.
And then we got to making. I said, we got to find somebody to film and edit it now. And it got to be somebody good. And they said, we know this dude named Santrell. I said, bring Santrell over here and let Santrell get over here and film something. I'm not gonna tell him what to do. I ain't gonna tell him where to put the lights, how to hold the camera. I said, I want him to film it and edit it, and I look at it, and if it looked good, we'll let him do it. And it did, and it came out great. So Santrell's the film and editor. I hate it. I'm looking right here on IMDb, and my name ain't even on there for a while, unless it got it.
Yeah. But that's dope, bro. Like, so that's a good test too.
Oh, it's got more, I think.
Okay,
Put the little arrow right there, Dave. Next to it.
I will throw it up. But
okay, boom, there you go.
but yeah, the IMDb.
Yeah,
I
man.
think they kind of just put the you can put this up and update it yourself almost.
I believe so. I think they got me as like a 4.9 stars on that guy. I believe somebody told me that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
so,
that's what it is. 4.2. Yeah, man.
So you put the team together
Mm-hmm.
and got to shooting, but then the post-production process probably would be the longest process though. Like as far as getting it.
Yeah, it is.
distributed.
But
And I know all that is tough because you already spent your money, and you know, as far as getting all these people together and invested in what, you know, did you raise money? You know,
nah, man, we just use our own money. See, but the thing about it is, to do a movie with me, it don't cost a lot of money because I do all the jobs. I got my own prop company. I got all the props. You know what I'm saying? Third party prop company. I'm linked in with some good people that I'm really close with that show a lot of love, and I do the props, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna write the film. I'm finna direct it. I'm finna ride around everywhere and find every location, take a photo of it. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm finna go sit down, and then I'm finna come up with my own tactics and show you how you cast for a film, choose all the actors, get everybody phone number. Then I'm gonna write up the schedule, what we gonna do for next time, tomorrow, what time we need to be there, where you need to be, what you need to wear. It's like, it's a heavy load, but it's like I'm thinking for 100 people. And the only person I really ain't have to fully think for was the cameraman who was filming and editing. And my main character, he was pretty sharp. But for the most part, yeah, like I'm out there thinking for 100 people because nobody ever did a movie before. And I'm the only person that ever did a movie, so everybody's kind of following my lead.
yeah.
Then after maybe like first few days, like, oh, okay, I'm kind of catching on now. Then it get easier for everybody. But for the most part, like nobody realized how much work it take for me to do it, but save $1 million because I do.
I mean, then you're on top of the budget, so
Yeah,
man. I was just talking to somebody the other day about Tubi, and you know, without even knowing, I put it like this. This was the example that I gave. There are movies, shows, even songs that do numbers, YouTube channels that have 30 million views, and you will never, you'll be like, I ain't never heard of that, or you'll ask somebody about it, and they'll be like, I never heard of it.
yeah,
And they'll be like, well, just because you never heard of it, I mean, you are now a possible another view that they can have.
yeah, for sure.
And because we were having a conversation about licensing and you know, and sync and getting music out on these movies
Mm-hmm.
and being able to play your stuff, but the fact that Tubi is a free platform, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, I judge it because I've never really been on it, but I just think that they all low budget movies. But then folks told me, nah, man, they got all kind of movies on there, really old movies, whatever. It's, you know, and being that it's free, that's not even on the platform. You got Plex. I just went to doing the research, and I seen that they had like all these different ways of watching movies now, and they just ways of getting your product out. And you could be doing numbers on these platforms. Because there's folks out there that ain't got no cable or they don't have, or actually looking for these things.
Man, folks just watching movies on streaming platforms nowadays.
Yeah.
Like stuff like Tubi. People would think that Tubi is just hood movie. Like you go on Tubi and see movies that you can't find.
That shit so hard. I'm watching it. I'm sorry. I'm watching this clip.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna tell
This
y'all
shit
about
so
this film right
hard.
here. This shit called The Swap. And it's about a white kid that gets shot by a black police officer.
Yeah, and like the media white, the media black, all the niggas in the hood is white.
Yeah.
The media black, the cops black.
That's why
and
I
they
call it a
just like-
swap, because
yeah.
everybody swap places. The black people gentrifying the hood and got all the money and walking the dog, and the white people live in the hood and cooking noodles and selling drugs and shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, just imagine if the shoe was on the other foot, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying?
So you can watch this on. We watching this on YouTube.
It's
Short
called
film,
The Swap.
The Swap.
I need you to make that into a whole movie.
Yeah, man.
It could be even dope. Deeper than the movie, it could be like a little, miniseries.
Yeah, like a lot of people like was talking about it, but like when I first thought about it, I wanted to do it swap like gender, like just to swap on so many different levels. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it could be kind of something ongoing because you could swap places in a lot of different ways, from class, like you said, gender, location.
different ones,
Mhm. Gentrification, gender, race.
But
You
that
know what I'm
whole
saying?
that whole concept, just because the imagery, we don't have that imagery. That's the imagery is what shapes a lot of culture. So it's like when you see a rich black man, but the only time you see a rich black man is he a preacher or a lawyer or a rapper or athlete.
Yeah.
Nothing else. You feel me? Whenever you see these type of films, I didn't realize it started triggering me. I'm like, oh wait. Oh, all the niggas is white. Oh shit, the niggas is white here. And all the black, these just upstanding regular citizens, and the white people are the baddest in this situation. What's going on? This is hard.
It's basically like I wake up from a dream and then I wake up from a dream and it's back to normal. And the same thing that just happened to the black folks. And then you see me walk out and it's like, oh, okay, you see he going to do what the white person just did. And it really like, it was just a dream, but it really happened to the black people.
Speaking of dreams, man, you are a big dreamer, but a doer, even better. But is you coming up with this stuff in your dreams?
Believe it or not, bro, I don't dream. Haven't dreamed in a long time. Used to have a bad dream.
Gotta eat some Chinese food late at night.
I used to have this stupid.
Eat some
That
Chinese
ain't
food
called
late at
dream.
night.
They call acid reflux.
Yeah, but you be dreaming it.
But yeah, like over the years, but like I never dreamed. Like I live that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep and dream. Like when I go to sleep, I'm asleep. I used to have a dream back in the day, a bad dream all the time.
When I'm saying this swap, and I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, he like you had to just wake up from a dream and just went to writing some of this stuff, man.
Dog.
Like
I probably come up with every day. I think of how to do something impossible before I eat breakfast every day. So it's like, bro, my brain think deep. I don't want to be on the surface. Everybody's doing what I'm doing. So how do I separate myself? You know what I'm saying?
damn.
Like when we filming this film right
Gotta
here,
practice the impossible.
it's
So
a
when you
Monday
doing the
morning.
impossible stuff, it's like practice.
Yeah. This is right there, that film, that was a Monday morning at 9:00. Them white folks supposed to go to work. These folks supposed to go to work. I had to go find a hood where I know I could keep these white people safe. Where I know that if I go to the hood at 9:00 in the morning on a Monday, the folks who live in the apartments sleep.
Sleep hard. Yeah.
And the people who trapping and do the crimes in the apartments
Ain't
is
get up
sleep.
yet.
And they at work or at sleep. And
Talking about a swap.
I went
Oh,
in-
so y'all want to get out here and shoot dice on our block? Talking
Yeah,
about a
so-
swap. Oh, we'll swap it all right.
Exactly. So I had to make everybody get up on a Monday, come to the apartments, and I had to pay one dude to use his apartment, and this is where we stationed it, and grease some palms and go out there and shake hands and tell people what we were doing and get that shit done quick, bro.
So, bam, set the stage. All these hats that you wear, man. We done talk about fatherhood. We talked about you rapping, but I think the rapping thing, not to even minimalize it, because music still holds a big factor in the influence and how you can influence. But this director and film producer role that you wear, this is some big, big shit. It ain't no regular, stuff. So I want to, again, you say you ain't dreaming, but you living the dream and you making it happen. And I want to applaud that, man, and give you your flowers on that, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
Have them abilities, just to see it through, man.
Bro, you fine.
Yeah, man.
The long and the short of it
like
is
you said, you kind of just see the world differently. So, are you? Where do you see you kind of like building with this process? Like, is it every month? Do you spend time? Because I'll be seeing you in the studio, so I'm like, damn, man, you working on the album? You working on the movie? You working on the event?
What shit?
Or it's just everything all at once?
I be cooking 5 pots at one time and don't burn nothing, my boy. Somehow,
That shit fucked up. But it's just how you did this shit. It's just so dope. It's fucked up, but this the reality of the shit. Ain't no ambulance get called for real.
Yeah,
They done taped it off before the ambulance even get there. Leave the body out uncovered and shit. That's how they do it too.
But shit, man.
But yeah,
I remember this situation happened with me.
To kind of just do it all, like
Yeah. Like right now, in this moment, right now, I got a documentary which is behind the scenes of trust issues that I've been working on for me and Santrell, the dude who filmed and edited Trust Issues, my business partner. We got a documentary we're getting ready to drop, and we've been working on that for about 3-4 months. That's gonna drop within the next week on streaming platforms, and I'm doing a premiere for everybody to come see it. I'm working on a film at the same time that I just finished filming Sunday called Jerry. Jerry is a movie about a guy sold drugs in Macon, Georgia from 1981 to 1989. His name was Jerry Anderson. He made $3 million a week.
Sheesh.
He was indicted in 1989. They gave him a life sentence. They gave him 3 life sentences. He was supposed to never get out of jail. And Barack Obama pardoned him in 2018 and let him out of jail. And his family watched Trust Issues. And his family hit me up on Facebook and asked me, can I do a movie?
Oh, man.
That's hard.
Shout out to Jerry, man. I was thinking Jerry Seinfeld, so I'm over here laughing. I'm a big Jerry Seinfeld fan. I'm like, Jerry, but it's going to be good. He's going to do a comedy or something.
Nah, this boy named Jerry Anderson. Jerry Anderson, $3 million a week. He was bigger than all these people you see paid in full and all that. He made more money than these people. He was from the South. He ran the whole Southeast region. He was giving niggas work in New York, all that. He used to hang out with Magic Johnson and them. So when Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were winning them championships, it's this dude from Macon, Georgia that played for the Los Angeles Lakers. His name was Norm Nixon.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Norm Nixon is from Macon. Jerry's from Macon. So Jerry used to hang out with them folks and had more money than all of them folks.
That's crazy.
And he used to be the nigga spending the money and paying for the shit. So
yeah, they got a show. Not to cut you off, but they got a show on HBO, I think.
With the Lakers.
The Lakers.
Yeah.
And Norm was the point guard.
Oh.
Jerry used to hang with him and be the one to spend the money.
They had to learn how to play together because he was the 5th guy on the team, and he had to share the ball with Magic the first year they won. Man, that's a good show too.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
So I just finished Sunday filming the Jerry Anderson. At the same time, while I'm filming the Jerry Anderson, which we're about to sell to Netflix, and they're gonna make a series.
That's hard.
At the same time, I had this guy named Teflon Media. Man, I be doing so much. I know this guy name. Teflon Media, long story short, he's filming behind the scenes. And he's editing a documentary. On August the 10th, I'll be interviewing everybody in the film to put out the documentary at the same time. I'm getting ready to. That'll let me get some streaming while Netflix deciding what they finna do with the film.
Yeah, that's hard.
At the same time, I'm working on my album that I've completed. I'm just putting together the playlist right now.
Now, is this a soundtrack or is just your
album? This the album.
It's
I haven't dropped no music in about 2 years because I've been stuck on the film stuff. And like I just feel like when somebody give me a deposit, like it don't make sense to be making no music and then like get focused. Like I try to give everything 1,000% that I be doing. So now that I had a little space and room, I've gotten together me, Ringtone, and Mix God. Ringtone and Mix God is really that's 42 Doug engineer. So 42 been locked up and he been my engineer. I've been taking him everywhere with. When I go eat, we eat. Wherever we going, we together. And we done produced some great music over the past 2 months. I got a whole tape put together, and I'm getting ready to release that. I'm gonna drop a release date this month.
You hear that, you broke ass artists that don't be taking care of your engineers?
Hey,
You
man.
hear that, you broke ass artists that don't pay your engineers on time but call them 2, 3 days, 4 days in a row and ask them if is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? You hear that, you artists that put out the video on Instagram and shit and be having people asking people to reshare it, send it to your DM and ask you to reshare it, but they ain't paid you yet? Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Hey man, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. You gotta take care of the people around you, especially the valuable ones, the people in your life that matter. Make sure that they know, and even if you can't do what you should do for them, make sure that they understand that, and that's why you haven't done it. And if you could, you would have. And see, a lot of times it ain't about what you give. It's about the communication. Like some folks, like with my circle, everybody don't have money, but the people around me, they give what they have. I got certain homies that come out and be like, we getting ready to go somewhere. He got a lot of clothes. He might go get in homie over here because I take niggas from outside and take them places and show them something different. Like that really what I be on. So like, this person might pass out clothes. This person sell weed. He ain't got no car, but he got all right, pass out the bud. This dude right here got the car. We gonna ride in his. Everybody put their resources together.
Community, man.
And with our powers combined, and we Captain Planet.
Planet. Our powers combined.
Community is a big thing, man. That sometimes I know, man. I'm a loner, man, and I have to learn how to utilize the community of the brotherhood of those that want the best for me. And a lot of times, man, it'd be pride, man. You know that we don't know how to utilize our community the right way, man. But again, from the $500 plan to the power in the people to again to taking your work back to the small towns and putting the folks, you know, and sharing, you know, celebrating with your folks. All those things, man, is why I feel like you are regarded high in the community. And I know that it wasn't something that happened overnight.
Show hell then.
But a lot of folks don't continue to do it. So again, man, now you know that's dope as fuck, man, to just kind of continue to doing while you doing so much because you busy as hell. But like you said, when they said, "Oh, we ain't doing it this year," you know, folks will easily give up. But sometimes you gotta kind of just be willing to put in the work, man. And so the album, what's the name of the album?
Man, when I got the album title, I really don't want to call it that, but it was originally titled Just Human. Just Human. And the reason I said Just Human because nowadays, bro, everybody's so much
other than just human.
And I'm just human, bro. It's like, cause everybody want to know, man, how you do the move, how you do the community, how you body, how you get that car, how you, God, bro. And I'm just human, bro. I ain't no better than y'all, bro. I just get up early. I wake up first. I go to sleep last. You know what I'm saying? I don't give up. I give out. I don't go to sleep. I fall asleep. Some folk get in the bed and pull the cover over them and then close their eye. I wake up and be like, damn, I'm asleep. I need to get in the bed.
Yep.
Hey man,
That's what I'm talking about.
this shit ain't for the weak.
To be just human, you are testing the limits, man. You are really pushing the limits, going beyond those limits, and making new limits, man.
For sure.
So I know that just is almost like justice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do real justice for humans.
Cause for a lot of people, it's like with my music, it's like you ain't gotta be no drug dealer. You ain't gotta be spinning the block killing people. You ain't gotta be no 9 to 5. You can be a 9 to 5.
But you could be.
But that's where I'm going. But you could be a drug dealer. But you could be spinning the block. But you don't have you just be human, bro. And no matter what aspect of life you come from, it's gonna be something in here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of time when I make music, sometimes my music ain't about my day. Sometimes I'll take a name like Tim or Kim, And then I'll just write a deep story about Tim or Kim. And Tim or Kim represents everybody that's ever been through that, or somebody who you know that may have went through that situation. And the song is just so relatable because I like to tap into people's emotions. I like to make my whole goal, I want you to feel something. When you listen to my shit, when it's over, just feel something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do with my music. Like,
and we've had to talk. I think that you've been a lot of different characters as a rapper, but these responsibilities, your daughter, your community, and your wife, they shaping your music way better, to be way better than it was. So I'm glad that you still, you know, at least even motivated, because, you know, a lot of folks, when you have it, you got it, man.
Yeah.
And when you got a voice, you got to learn how to mass market. And I mean, you obviously study and execute mass marketing, you know, with ease, but
on a grand scale,
using the music to kind of be, you know, that means of channeling the energy out to those folks, man. You put out that right energy as a father, as a black entrepreneur, you know, as a creator, and push the limits, man. You know, because you was coming in the other day, you was saying, "Hey, man, we finna bring a choir in here."
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Oh, okay, he making something different."
On my bucket list, that was something I always wanted to do. I always was like, man, I want to, because, you know, like growing up, I used to sing in the youth choir. Shout out St. Paul Baptist Church. I used to sing in the youth choir. My mom directed the choir, so I used to play the drums at church as a kid. So it was like I had made a song. So basically, another thing I forgot to tell y'all, I've been filming myself for 15 years. Everything I've done behind the scenes, I've been filming it, and I got it all on the hard drive. And I got a documentary that's narrated by my 92-year-old grandfather.
Okay, that's the part that you filmed here. At the studio.
I filmed here. So I got my 92-year-old grandfather narrates the whole documentary. My wife thought that she should have did it, but I was explaining to my wife, I was like, you don't know everything.
Hey, man.
Yeah, you don't know everything.
That's your grandfather.
Yeah.
That's generational, man.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
So long story short, since I was gonna drop the music and I made one song that was like, after the documentary together, it's like I gotta make one song that's a theme song, and I just put all my emotions and everything about that documentary in one song. And then I was listening to it in the shower one day, and I just heard everything, and then I was like, I need a choir. It needs a choir. So I reached out to my boy Ringtone and Miss God and a couple other people. Shantavia Stewart helped me out. My boy KP, Kerry Peterson, they helped me out, and I ended up getting a couple singers and stuff, and brought everybody in the studio. And man, it's the song called No New Faces, and I'm very proud of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife don't even be liking a lot of music, but when she heard that song, she said it give me chills. She's like, this.
That was done in Atlanta Art District Studio.
Done in Atlanta Art District Studio. Y'all better get ready. That song right there is something special, man. And like you said, man, I've been through so many stages with my music. Like, at one point, I was just young rapping. Then I got to a point at another stage where I started trying to catch waves, and this the kind of music that folks make.
Like, basically.
Yeah. Then my music became where I linked with this dude named Steve Cousin and made this album called Smoke Slow Live Fast, and then I found my niche. And then that music was so good that a nigga came and signed me. Then the music that I was making then was business. I really didn't even care about the music. I was on the money shit. I'm traveling shit. I'm in Miami. We going to LA, smoking gas at Nips and shit, then hopping in a Sprinter to go to Vegas. I ain't care about the music.
Yup.
It was
and
like
he was coming to Sahara's and fucking with Deceptacon. And
Hey,
he got the studio right behind Sahara's. I remember all that shit.
A lot of folks don't know, man. I was on Far Road so long ago doing shit that I was the black person on Far Road. I was known as the black guy on Far Road.
The black guy.
Before everything, you know what I'm saying? Like,
switched over.
I used to go hang out with Deceptacon. Deceptacon had Sahara locked down, and anytime I would do business and bring people, I would only bring them to Sahara because Deceptacon and the owner appreciated my dollar, so I would only spend my dollar with them. If I had a movie If I had a movie to do, I would only go shoot it there. It don't matter what your club look like or what yours. I'm gonna go over here and do it because they show me love and I'm gonna show it to them back. You know what I'm saying? So
He
Show
was cool
love
people,
to
man.
those who show love to you.
Club my dog, man. Club my dog,
I
man.
done fucked up some money inside that Sahara, man. We done balled in
we
that
had some
Sahara.
fun in Sahara,
But Far
man.
Road,
Yes, sir.
though, you were running to the right, folks. You got to run into on Far Road.
Yes,
sir.
In
Yeah.
Atlanta, in this city.
I owned a building on Far Road and had a studio and had business partners
Yep.
and on start. At our studio, a lot of folk don't know this. It's this song that came out. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. And it was Future in them. But originally, Mike Will made the beat up the hill at Big Play Studio.
Yep.
Sent the beat on the email down the hill to our studio. And this nigga named Casino, who's Future's brother, came down to the studio and recorded a whole song. Young nigga move that dope, 3 verses. The song was so hard, they took Casino 3 verses off, put Casino as the last verse. Future sent it to Pharrell. Pharrell put a little weird sound in the beat, and Pharrell rapped on it. Future rapped on it, and Pharrell they put Pusha T on it. But originally, the song is owned by Casino, and the money that's made out the Casino gets the biggest percentage.
So that's why
Casino's
Casino
song.
used to be in the fucking up there as hard because of your ass.
He lived, but
he
he
lived
used to
across
come to our
the
studio, but he lived across the street.
Okay, cool.
I was
Okay.
He lived on a little side street
Okay,
right across the
okay.
street from Copper Cove.
I was about to say because he always used to come show love, man.
ex-drug dealer.
When
I
I
said-
when I filmed my very first movie on Far Road, Never Work Again, Future sat there in the gas station parking lot with us and watched us film the movie.
That's crazy.
Dope, man.
Before he all the way Future, you know what I'm saying?
Before he futured up, all the way futured up.
Yeah. Like I say, man, Far Road, man. I know about that area or whatever, and that when my brother got the DJ gig over there, and it was like, oh yeah, we
Never been
we
the
over
same.
here. Yeah.
Never been the same since
Never been the
Deceptacon
same.
got in there.
Yeah,
Deceptacon,
no.
it don't matter what kind of music, what the genre, he gonna take you all the way around through there, and he gonna, you know what I'm saying, the vibe.
Yeah, man. They put a real good guy. I ain't gonna say the N word because he a real man. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah, he the real one.
a real DJ. You know, a real culture cultivator over there, man. And
For sure,
and
for
he
sure,
just
for
so
sure,
happened
for
to be, you know,
I like that
a
culture
fan
cultivator. I'm gonna put that in my
We need
vocabulary.
a t-shirt. We need a t-shirt with that on.
For sure.
Yeah,
Culture
man,
cultivator.
that's my guy.
Speaking
man.
of
He does
t-shirt,
something.
man. Speaking of t-shirt, me and my business partners, man, we own a clothing line. It's called Defy the Odds.
Okay.
And y'all go check us out on Instagram, Defy the Odds brand. You can go check us out online, defytheoddsbrand.com, man. We sell clothing, man, and we've been going for some years. And man, we pretty dope, man. From
Yeah,
people,
I seen y'all put that on the.
a lot of celebrities, a lot of stars, man. And when you see, like, I go places and I walk past people that have my brand on and they don't even know me and I don't know them, and I be like,
That's
hey
a
man, you
cool
wearing my
feeling.
shirt? And they look at me like, okay, yeah. It's like, but really that shit, like, yeah, free
Defy the odds,
free my
man.
brother Chino, man. Free my brother Chino. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to get into this song, man. I know we kind of went around the world with all these hats that you wear,
Yeah,
my brother Jean-Claude. But you said you told me about this song Soul Flow. And I
Soul
wanna
Flow.
Get into this, and we're gonna treat this as our word on the beat segment. The word on the beat segment. We got a song from Jean-Claude from the Fried Fish and Moonshine.
First of all, I want to say this: fried fish and moonshine it's a certain type of music that I do. It's titled Soul Flow. You know what I'm saying? And it's a soulful kind of music, and this is the birth of it right here. This song.
Okay, man. Soul Flow, man. On the word on the beat, on the word on that podcast. Let's get into it, man.
Every time I spit on that soul flight, it remind me of old nights when I would sit back with the boys and we would smoke the whole night, talking how we be rich, dancing a bad bitch off of songs that we made hits. This ain't it. 6:30 a.m. and I ain't rich. Posted out here with the boys and it's getting cold as a bitch. And every time I see the mirror, I look old as shit, wondering where the time go and if I ever find more. Girl, I remember when we used to, but never mind though. Oh, that's your kid, he done growed up. She say, is that you, Cloud? I thought you done blowed up. And I'm like, oh fuck, cause I feel like an old fuck that used to have it sold up. These feelings that I got inside, I wish I could throw up. I always pray to God, but it feels like I got no luck. Looking for the angel, but the devil always always show up and push me off that high horse and make sure that I'm low as fuck. Pops say keep your head up, but deep inside I know I'm fucked. Sometimes I feel numb due to the fact I'm all alone. Walking around with nobody cuffing everything I own. Would you believe me if I told you I was on? Gather around the fire, let me tell you all the song. Please excuse me if I cry, cause it's hard to be strong. Everybody gave up, I was looking for a home. Didn't nobody give me nothing, had to get it on my own. Nobody told me it was supposed to be easy. Life has its ups and downs, it ain't no secret. Now I'm stronger, yeah, and now I'm wiser, yeah. Had to make it on my own, and nobody put me on. I let her wake up to that good life. Third, I open and tune with my soul. Embodied with diamonds and gold. Ho, I was rich for the money came, so dig you a hole and lay the fuck down in it while you searching for gold. Now I ain't lying. God put me in position to shine. I had to climb. I was at the bottom clutching the dime, but then I broke that bitch down, rolled it up in a swisher. Started thinking about my ex and how much I would miss her. I like to feel another galaxy whenever I hit her. I'm high. Success set my soul on fire. The hottest nigga on the block, I set the road on fire. I'm about to take over the world, the whole globe. No, I got that ill flow. Ain't no antidote for this shit. I'm about to infect your whole following and conquer your shit. And put you on the back burner like them leftover grits. I swear to God, the whole world gon' respect this shit. Club. Nobody told me it was supposed to be easy. Life has its ups and downs, it ain't no secret. Now I'm stronger, yeah, and now I'm wiser, yeah. Had to make it on my own, and nobody put me on. I swear to God, these niggas so far behind that they ain't seeing me. All the F's in school eventually brought out the G in me.
Had to slow it down on some H-Town shit.
Just to break down bricks, we on some face down shit. What up? You ever starve with no food in your belly, nigga? 2 breads with the peanut butter jelly, nigga. I really had to live like that. We used to go to sleep just to not feel like that, for real. I used to tell my mama I was gonna be rich, and I would buy everything and she wouldn't put up with no shit. With no nigga paying bills, buying fits just to hit. Said the son, he the shit, and you better not forget. You ain't heard about John sir, the fuck you been at? You can pack it all and go, and know I meant that. I'm an uncle now, shout out broke, that's my princess. Nah, we ain't famous, but my nigga, yeah, we been set. Nobody told me it was supposed to be easy.
That's right. That's the word on the beat segment.
Hard.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can hear the soul in that there, man. That soul flow.
New
By
tape
Jean
on the way.
Claude, man.
That Nunu is on the way. If you felt that Nunu is on the way.
You got new music on the way, but this is available on all platforms. Y'all go stream this
Yes, sir.
on Fried
tape-
Fish and Moonshine.
Yeah, the tape
man.
is called Fried Fish and Moonshine. It's available right now, distributed and marketing with Street Execs through the label Rich Mogul. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
John
man, that's
Claude, the
dope,
artist,
man. Dope, man. And that picture there, you know, that's is that your people in the background for real?
Man,
That's
what's
a
so
real picture?
crazy is that one of my like she ain't my real grandma, but you know, she's like, you know, somewhat she family, you know what I'm saying? And she just recently passed, man, like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, that's all right there. That's our house. I did a lot of filming. Every time I would come to town, long as I gave her a couple of dollars, man, I can have 200 people in her yard. You know what I'm saying? She just let us do our thing. So right here, it only shows me, but you know, all the people who created Young Dolph and his whole staff and team, those are the people that did this photo shoot, edited this cover, filmed this documentary. Because this is Fried Fish and Moonshine, the tape, but I also have a documentary that came along with it called Fried Fish and Moonshine, the recipe.
Okay. So you big on definitely taping everything.
Yeah,
while
man, you got
doing everything, man.
Man, folks be talking about this shit, man. I'm gonna show you this shit, man. You gonna see me do this shit, like
you got proof, man. You gonna
Yeah,
keep
man.
his proof.
Ain't nobody gonna ever be able to tell my children they ain't who I said, man. You can go see it.
Go look my shit up.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, y'all go stream that Fried Fish and Moonshine out on all platforms right now. John Clark coming with some new music on the way. Just Humans, or Just Human, and Trust Issues is out right now.
Yep,
You know,
Trust
go
Issues out
stream
right
that
now.
on Tubi and all. You know,
Yeah.
and again, man, you're a machine, man, a creative machine, content creator to the fullest.
For sure.
And I just was enjoying the Instagram, the viral reel type stuff that you've been doing lately, man. And you know,
I just tapped into my comedy.
yeah, you've been tapping into your comedy, but you also got a campaign that I could really stand by, that you've been kind of putting down on the internet. Did you say new rules? Let's talk about your new rule real quick, man. It's not really a new rule, but for some it need to be a rule.
It need to be a rule amongst all circles, man. You know what I'm saying? Because adults, there's so much we can do for adults, but the future resides in the children and the youth. Yep. So it's like, bro, like, first of all, I feel like if you don't take your kids serious, you definitely ain't gonna take me serious.
True.
You don't love your children like that, bro. I know you don't love me like that. If you ain't gonna do nothing for them, I know you ain't finna do nothing for me like that. So I gotta keep an eye on you, bro. Like, something ain't right about you.
So, new rule, if you don't take care of your kids, you can't hang around me. Right?
You don't take care of your children, you can't hang around me, man. New rule. For sure.
And accountability is a big thing that a lot of folks, you know, kind of sweep under the rug. Yep. As far as not being accountable and you know, having those traits. And like you said, like, if you can't show accountability for your seed, then you ain't gonna stand a chance. No saying as a homie.
Exactly, bro.
But yeah, man. So you know, have you had to make some hard decisions based on these new rules?
Man, really, what it came from is just getting ready to go back to school and all this new stuff. Yeah. And me and a homie had a conversation. And I pulled him to the side. And then he went to go get an opinion from a friend who stated it out loud, which became a conversation amongst the homies.
Yeah, so he was supposed to just take it straight and to the side.
Which he embarrassed himself, but it was like, bro, why you think I pulled you to the side, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, hey, man, this school shit coming up, and I be seeing you, bro. I see you spending money with these bitches. I see you got shoes. I want them. I want them. I got more money than you, bro. And you, like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Do what you supposed to do, man. Ain't no way around it. Like, I'm a real man, bro. Like, I remember once upon a time, my wife wanted to go to Texas with her friends and shit, but she know that the baby needed her, and I be so busy. I said, go ahead. I said, I'm gonna take some time off. I said, I've been working hard. I can take some time off. I'm gonna hang out with Leah for the next 4 days. I got her. So she left. Like, my wife was like, I'm gonna write a whole list of everything for you to do. And I kept telling her, I've been a father the same amount of time you've been a mother. You don't know nothing I don't know. I got this. She stayed gone for 4 days. That shit was so tough. It was so tough that when she got home, I gave her a hug and a kiss. And I realized right then, she shouldn't be doing any of this by herself. I did it for 4 days. But sometimes I go out of town for 4 days, like, often. Like, I move around sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
I leave in the morning and I don't come back till the next morning. So it's like I got to where I started waking up early, starting my day early so that I can get home early because she don't need to be doing this shit by herself.
Yeah, not for too long.
So it get me to the point, like, bro, the way I feel about my daughter, I can only imagine. Like, how the hell y'all folk don't feel like this? How y'all folk don't love these kids like this? How you go buy you a pair of shoes, you know your baby? Like, I got this new song, this shit called Turn Around and say, how the hell you wear Balenciagas and your baby got on those? Like, bro, how you putting yourself before the kids? Like, bro, you gotta goddamn, come on.
You got on the Balenciagas and your baby got on what are those?
What are those? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you ain't gonna never get in and out of life if your heart ain't right. It's all about you know what I'm saying? Your heart got to be right. That's where your blessings come from. That's where your alignment come from. You got to be right, bro.
Most definitely, man. Dang, man. Call them out, man, and hold them accountable, man. Like, you took it to the internet, and you.
I know I reposted it.
Start taking care of your children, man.
All right, man. All these goddamn outfit. Next time you come around here, bro, you need to have some work boots.
I know you don't love them children. I know you don't love me.
Man, come on, man.
All right, man. I know you don't love me.
All right, man. I'm gonna take care of them, man.
Take care of them.
All right, man.
Come around and start taking care of the children, man.
That's right.
They be fresh as hell.
He fresh as hell.
Yeah,
Fresh.
Yeah, fresh. Well, nah, man,
Hey,
I've
that
been
boy get
enjoying
fresh
the
every day.
content, man. You definitely coming with it. You know, I know that's a more serious topic, but some of
Look at
the
your neighbor and say he's a
comedy
meat
that you got on
stretcher.
there.
He's a meat
Stretch
stretcher.
your meat.
I heard that shit. I seen that shit.
Look at your neighbor and say he's a meat stretcher.
He's a
I've been
meat
there.
stretcher, neighbor.
I don't think he said that.
Yeah,
I don't think that was in the book right there, Pastor.
Say neighbor. He's a meat stretcher.
I'm not saying this to nobody.
But yeah, man, definitely been utilizing that internet, man, and I could dig it. It's motivational, and I know you scared the hell out of the UPS worker.
Man,
Who,
all I know, I didn't expect it to do what it did. This shit got so big, the dude actually hit me in my DM. They sent it to him.
You ain't got no big box for me?
One thing I know for sure, there's some feds in them comments right there, bro. That shit done went too far. There's some feds in them comments.
Sweet.
You ain't got no big box for me?
I posted this bit right here. My followers went up 1,400. I went up 1,400 followers after I posted this shit.
That
Man.
shit funny as hell.
In a week, bro, I went up 1,400 followers.
yeah, man. I need that, man. I need that motivation. I'm seeing people I know though said in your likes and in your comments.
Man, when that boy Sauce Walker shared this guy right here, it went crazy.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, but that's how I'm supposed to be feeling. But there ain't nobody ain't gonna say it. But he looking at you like you dead serious too. He looking at you like
no,
he like, nah, bro.
No, I don't think so.
Soon as bro pull up, I said, "Did my weed right here? I smell it."
You got nothing else
This
on
ain't
your
it.
phone?
You ain't got nothing else for
You
me?
ain't got no big
You got
box for
nothing
me?
else on the phone?
Cause boy, you been waiting on that package, boy.
Hey, bro, I swear to God, bro. Back in my day, boy. Back in my day.
Ooh. But yeah, man, I definitely applaud and the motivation, the growth, and again the way you utilize the people and the social media, you know, to put your word out there, man. And yeah, you should. You shooting documentary, but I hope a book is on the way, my brother, because you need to write a book about this shit, man.
That was the community event that we did down there with all them kids, me and him. But like the thing about it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
And you look out for the kids, man.
yeah, we been lit.
And getting them dead beats out of there, man.
That's on the baseball field. I wish you could see the whole park, like, bro. It's crazy.
It was packed out. Oh, here we go. This is good. Here, good to see it.
Yeah, we had it lit.
This when you was looking for where I was at.
Yeah, I think I was
I
coming
was
to get you.
pulling up.
Yeah,
He was
that-
coming to get me.
yeah. You were trying to make it through the traffic.
So this every year, every summer. Or,
Yeah,
you know,
every
just
summer.
like-
I do the last
something like the
I do the
summertime.
last Saturday in June.
kind of like, you know, not to mention that your birthday is also in June, man. Gemini.
Yeah. I usually always go out of town for my birthday, and then after my birthday, I come back and turn the city up.
I could dig.
I ain't got no horn. I ain't got no horn.
Yo, let me come on through here. Still me.
Yeah, we had a good time out there every year. I pipe it up for the kids. I really do like I do a basketball tournament every year. Foot race, live performances, softball tournament,
Right.
free food and beverages for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. Oh, yeah, I
And,
remember seeing that.
and everybody respected in the community, even them folks.
Yeah, they see a lot of time, man. They want to be out there and they want to be a part so bad, so they get in the way. So instead, I go to the city council meetings. I lock in with them, and all them guys right there, them some good guys. They, you know what I'm saying, laugh, crack jokes. You know what I'm saying, and shit. You know, at the end of the day, they still police, but it's a way you do things. You know what I'm saying. If you handle your business appropriately, sometimes you got to tuck your shirt in and put your Sunday shit on Wednesday and go to the council meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let them see like, nah, bro, I ain't the dude that just used to sell drugs. Nah, I ain't the dude that y'all had locked up back in such and such for this and that. Like, nah, this shit for real. Like those
little
people
deeper
right
than
there,
that.
that's the Democratic Party. And they was out there to get everybody to vote and stuff like that. So, they came out there and showed some love and sent a few representatives.
Like
But
some
you just
old
let them
Zetas.
folks know that you know what I'm saying, that you can grow.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And
then when I was
that
buying
you're a
little
product
snacks for the
that you're a
kids.
product of the community that feeds you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, man. So definitely, a lot of folks be forgetting about that part of the game, man. The giving back, man, and the community.
Oh yeah, we did the
part
golf.
of the game.
We did. I added the trout golf this year. I added a golf tournament this year, trout golf. Well, people who ain't never played golf, I got a whole bunch of folks out there. We blowing smoke and on the golf course and riding around and hitting golf balls. Like we had fun.
Yeah, exposing people to different activities, man.
They be the goal to show people like, hey man, we can do more. We can go here. Like we can do this. You can be this.
Yeah, man. So respect to you, my brother. Flowers to you. There's plenty more, man. You gotta drop some more movies, and
For sure.
come back and talk to us about the movies, man. In this content, I don't know. You might end up putting some more hats on by the time you get back, because you might down there have the comedian hat. You know what I'm saying, cap.
I've always said
So-
one day I was gonna do stand-up comedy. I wasn't gonna plan it. I'm not gonna bring people with me. I'm not gonna film. I just want to go do it one time. And at one time, whether I do good or bad, I'm fine with that. I just want to do it one time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Not
like
a bad idea.
I didn't have
Try
enough.
it out.
I didn't have enough experience in class back in the day. And, you know what I'm saying?
You call the mid. What you said, the mid grade. What you said earlier, mid grade. I don't know. You said something about you gonna change your name. but
Mid
that
the
could be-
kid. Mid the kid. You know what I'm saying? Nigga smoking that good mid.
Kid. You smoking that good mid, man. That's
Hey,
the comedy
my
in
boy.
itself, man. Got everybody
Mid the
laughing, man.
kid.
Mid the
Mid
kid.
the kid, man. AKA Jean-Claude, Mr. Jean-Claude, man.
Yes, sir.
Film director, producer, community leader, father, and he got an album and some
husband.
music out too, man.
Hey,
So,
man.
the
Y'all-
word on the net, man. Yeah. So we can get into the last segment. Word to your mother,
Word
where
to
you
your
can kind
mama.
of give shout outs to your folks, or just or just whoever you want to get correct out there, whatever, man. I guess I will go first on the word to your mother segment, and say shout out to Robert Saleh. Word to your mother to Robert Saleh, the Jets head coach, Robert Saleh. Word on the net is Robert got some haters.
Robert got some haters.
Robert has a few haters, but
Just a couple.
Robert
got a strong ass forehead.
but luckily, Robert knows that if you ain't got no haters,
You ain't popping.
for sure.
you ain't popping. And he had to let the folks know that. Know what I'm saying? He had to let his folks know how he used the haters to empower himself. So word to your mother, to old Robert, man, even though the Jets haven't been a good team, I'm saying, as of recently, they got Aaron Rodgers now. They got Sauce
ain't know that.
Gardner.
I didn't know that.
They got they got a good defense, they got a good coach. And again, he know what time it is, and he know what to do with the haters. So I just wanted to give him a shout out, because if you know, when
Okay.
it comes down to, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popular. Yeah, man. So shout out to my saying that guy, Robert Saleh, man, and that's word to your mother. You dig.
Applaud.
Yeah, man.
What you say? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah, man. He had to let them folks know that. He had to let them folks know, but that came from my cousin. Started that saying. He might not have started it, but he brought a lot of attention to it with a hit song that Rico Richie dropped in
You ain't got no
2015.
haters, you ain't popping.
If you ain't got no haters,
You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
yeah,
nigga.
man. Word to your mother, man. Know what I'm saying?
sure,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
That's a little sauce from, from the ATL to New York and the world, Craig. The world.
The world, Craig.
Yeah, man.
The
Word to
world,
your mother,
Craig.
man. So it's on you now, Mr. Jean-Claude.
Okay. So who I want to shout
Word
out?
to your mother, man. Whoever you want to shout out, or if you want to know, saying, let them folks know about your haters or whatever. But I don't think you got no haters, brother. You do too much good shit in the community. So whatever strong thing you want to lead the folks with.
I understand haters, man. I understand haters. Like, I used to wonder why people hate, but I get it now. But we ain't gonna go into the haters. I'm for real, bro. Like, you get all the chicks, you score all the touchdowns, you make all the movies, you drive all the cars, you do the community shit. Niggas like, man, shit, man. We tired of seeing you put somebody else in the game. Let somebody else go. So I get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's that Patriots shit.
I get it.
Yeah.
But long story short, you know, if I'm gonna shout somebody out, man, I'll say, man, shout out my boy Chris Andrews and his team, man, for their restaurant. I've been waiting on the opportunity to. I'm gonna feed the homeless, but I'm gonna go by their restaurant and shop with them. And I've been planning it. I just ain't got around to it. But I want to go support their business. I want to say, shout out to my wife, Leanne. You know what I'm saying, for being such a great mother and being on top of everything. Shout out to my dad, John Walton, the real John Clark, and his growth. There's so many people I want to shout out, man. Shout out Duke Watson. You know what I'm saying? You finna have a great senior year at Mary Persons. Shout out Malik Herring, coming off of a Super Bowl. Young man from my hometown, played for the Kansas City Chiefs going into this season. You know, shout out to you. I wish y'all could hear everything going on in the headphones, the applause and everything. You know, shout out to me.
Shout out to you.
Shout out for me. You know what I'm saying? For
Air horns and all that good stuff, man.
For never turning down, you know what I'm saying? For
pushing the limits, man.
Because if you hang around the wrong people for too long, they'll make you think you're not who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's real.
Definitely.
They'll try to, when you trying to evolve into John Cloud, they'll remind you that you John. And if you listen, you might believe them. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to me for staying focused. Shout out to all my business partners in Macon who helped me do trust issues. Shout out to all my business partners who helped me do the Jerry Anderson story. And there's a lot of other people, man, you know, that I couldn't just name everybody, bro, because they God work. Shout out to God more than anybody, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't have got here without the power of God. Everybody asked me how I did this and that, and I just say, bro, it's God, bro. I let God work. My plan, I've been done with my plan. I tell God, I want reveal yourself in everything I do. And please lead me, and I promise you I'll follow. Sometimes I may go astray because I'm human, bro, but I'm going to do the best I can. Like, I follow them footprints in the sand, and that's how I got here, bro. That's how I got here.
And that's why your name is John C. Law. John C. Law.
That boy
man.
got
C. Law,
bars.
man. That's word to your mother, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
John
man.
Claw, man. They
John
gave
Claw.
John C. See the Law.
You funny,
See
boy.
the Law, man. But nah,
Yeah,
man, that was beautiful, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole 7 City, the whole middle of Georgia, man. And just ATL, man. There's so many people that I should have named, but I can't remember everybody, man, because a lot of people helped me, man. Shout out to everybody.
Word
Shout
to
out
your
to
mother, man. DJ Deceptacon.
Yo, so
Who you got, man? Word to your mother, man.
What my word is for the people, you feel me? What I want to leave for the people is, if you're not where you want to be, then there's no such thing as too tired, too sick, too sleepy, too busy. You got work to do.
Got work to do.
Definitely.
Because it won't
You
get
gotta
done
quiet
if you
with
don't
that.
do
We
it.
had to get quiet and let you got work to do, man.
Got work.
Like that, like the guy said earlier, man. He said he fall asleep. He don't tuck himself in.
Right.
He
Yeah.
don't make plans. You know, and you need your sleep. You know, you gotta stay healthy, but at the same
Sure.
time, it's a lot to do, man.
Yeah,
The
plan
time
you a little sleep
is
in there, Clark.
not
Just a
promised.
little bit.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
gotta
wanna hurt
get it.
yourself.
You gotta get
Yeah,
it. But I tell people,
Gotta
like,
get
we don't go to sleep,
some
we fall
sleep,
asleep. We don't give up, we give out. You know what I'm saying? We give 1,000%. And you can't look at the grass and see it grow, bro. You can stand all day, you ain't gonna see it grow. Drop the seeds, keep moving, and before you know it, man, them blessings gonna surround you, bro. They gonna grow around you, your family, whether they don't believe, your haters. Give it some time. Don't watch it. Don't let it. Keep moving. Keep dropping seeds, and before you know it, man, them blessings gonna be surrounding everybody who didn't believe in you. And that's the key, man. That's the key, man, for real.
Yes, definitely, man. Thank you for all these great gems and words of wisdom, brother. I'm soaking it in
That's
myself
lit.
because shit. Sometimes if you steady wrong, if you steady wrong, like they said,
Yeah,
whatever.
man.
You know, if you're watching, you ain't really doing. So don't really be out here trying to compare yourself to what the next man doing and watching the next story. And a lot of folks, we get caught up in just watching too much on the Instagram story and not doing. So like my brother DJ Deceptacon said, if you're not where you at in life and you feel that that you have the potential to be more than who you are, then start looking in the mirror and making those changes, and then start making those changes in your routine and the way you live your life.
For sure.
Maybe then you could catch up to John C. Law, John Claude
John
right
C.
here with
Law.
him. Because
I'm
he
still
don't
trying to
dream.
catch up.
He don't even have dreams.
I don't.
He make dreams come true, his own dreams and the dreams of the good folks of Forsyth, Seven City, and beyond.
Seven
man.
City.
Shout out to the cell, man.
Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Did you explain what Seven City means?
Yeah, we went
Okay,
into
I'm
it.
in.
Man, it was
That's
on
all
level
right.
2 when we talked
Yeah,
about
I was over there playing the video
I thought
game
so.
and shit like that.
Hey man, I was
that mid.
yeah, I was about to say, boy, it got me gone, boy.
Hey,
It
man,
got
stop
me gone.
advertising.
What my new rap name? What it is?
You know what I'm saying? Mid the Kid.
Mid the
man.
Kid.
Mid the Kid.
Look,
My boy
man,
Mid came
y'all gonna be
through.
tripping when y'all get on social media. Y'all gonna be like, bro, that boy Claude created a whole new character. Mid the Kid.
Mid the Kid, man.
Mid the Kid finna go up on y'all.
I fuck
So
with him.
again, man, appreciate you for coming through.
Man,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate
And you
y'all
gotta
for having me.
come back. Y'all make sure that y'all go stream what it is.
I'm gonna let you know right now.
Stream all the music that he got out. All I remember is Moonshine. No, fish,
Fried Fish and Moonshine, which is my first tape, is out. It's
You know,
available right now.
and Trust Issues. I haven't seen it, whatever, and I need to go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm not really a.
Wait a
sure?
minute.
You didn't
Nigga
see
turned
it?
me
I
into
saw
cat
it.
win. Wait a minute. I mean,
I'm
Kevin,
not-
wait a minute.
I'm not big on independent movies.
Man, what do independent mean? You know what independent mean? You just didn't take money from somebody else. You just spent your own money. That's what it means.
And I have to say that I judge independent films to be low budget films.
Nah. This something else. But I feel you though. I feel you though.
know what I'm
Independent
saying?
only means you spent your own money and you didn't take money
And
from.
Disney and Marvel been robbing me lately, you know what I'm saying, all year long. In the last 2 years, they've been robbing me blind. So I need to bring it on back to the independent films.
Man, just make sure you watch Trust Issues so that you can see what your homie capable of and what you got access to.
Yeah.
You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Right.
That way watching it, you can see, oh, okay, so we can, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, man.
This why this shit is number 2 recommended in the world. Like, one of them pictures where you was on my little thing, you can go up there and look. I woke up one day and folks posted online, boy, your movie number 2, I went and looked. Nigga, my shit was a Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence movie, then my movie, then an Adam Sandler movie, then a Disney movie.
And it's on Plex.
Yeah, it's on all that.
Tubi,
Prime,
Prime.
Vimeo. We highlight it right now as the number 1 film, and we at the letterhead for Voodoo the whole month of August.
That's hard. I said that already too, but that's hard.
Yeah, man, but
This cover hard. I still want your graphics designer. I'm getting off topic. My bad.
Yeah.
as of right now, man, Fried Fish and Moonshine is available. The album, man, which is my first tape. Shout out Majid Hassan and Rich Mogul and Street Execs. Trust Issues, the movie is out right now, which is number 2 recommended on Amazon, number 14 recommended in the world on Tubi, and
Defy the odds, man.
Defy
Make
the
sure y'all
odds.
go support Defy
the
the
clothing
odds,
line.
the clothing line. And whether y'all supporting it or not, you
They-
probably watching.
they definitely
So you
support.
probably watching. But you need to go ahead and get to doing out there, man. So defy the odds, man, and let it inspire you. You right.
Just last year, Defy the Odds. You know what I'm saying? Not both, but 200,000. We did 200,000. And
Okay.
Defy the Odds, we Perimeter Mall, Cumberland Mall. And you shop with us online, and we do pop-up shops and kiosks everywhere. Free my boy Chino. We got another business partner, really, who shit it really is. You know what I'm saying? He's a silent partner. He's a great guy, great father, good dude. But yeah, man, motion on motion, man. Shout out to my whole Trust Issue family. Jerry Anderson film on the way. The new music, Just Human, on the way. And I got so much more on the way. Y'all click our hashtag, check out Leah and Daddy Show.
Go follow
Yeah, go
John
follow.
Claude on all platforms. What?
Right now.
JON
JONCLAWD.
John Claude.
Yes, sir. And yeah, man. Thank you for the motivation, man, and the gems. And again, what you said, we don't give up.
We don't go to sleep. We fall asleep. We don't give up. We give out. You know what I'm saying? Let God work. Stop worrying about your plan. Let God work, man. You know what I'm saying? Your shit temporary. God's shit forever. Start worrying about what everybody else got. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. If God had gave you what you wanted when you thought you were supposed to have it,
you want to know what to do.
You want to know what to do with it. And when you finally get it, you'll respect it more because you got it now. And you need it more than you did back then. Let God work. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. Like my boy Tilto say, just chill.
Hey.
Shout out to good friends, man. Shout out to good friends. A lot of people don't even know what that is, man. Shout out to good friends, man. That's how I've been able to get so much done for so long, man. Good friends, good brothers.
And utilizing the community, man.
Yeah, shout out to my whole community, man. Yeah, man.
But we out of here, man. I appreciate it. Jean-Claude, we finna get out of here with All My Life from the album that y'all should be streaming right after this.
Couldn't sleep at night, wondering would it be alright. Tried not to sell that wine, whole family love that pipe. I used to sleep on the floor, sprinkles all over my clothes. Did it inside of the sink, right down the road to the smoke. Bitch, I broke a joke. I had to sell me some dope. I had to sell my folk. I'm about to do it again. Lord, forgive my sin. I just gotta get it in. Money, you gotta be made. Bills, they gotta be paid. Jaw working like a slave. Should've went and got trade. I you that ain't with the J. Just to go buy me some J. Mama told me you can say. I was so stressed I ain't bad. Thinking my choices was made. Damn, I gotta get paid. I was living play to play. Gotta be a better way. Thank God every day. Thank God every day.